Ninth inning, folks. Diamondbacks, Reds after a rain delay, 4-3 is your score. After a go-ahead home run in the eighth before the rain from Gabby.
All the time, just winning series. When you start winning series, you start building momentum. And if you can win this one, take this back into Chase Field, where you got the Angels coming in town, and then the Twins. You know, those are series you should win also. You can kind of get a good roll going.
Of course, the Diamondbacks won the opener here Friday night, lost to Crusher 2-1 yesterday. Here's how we got to where we are for the moment. The Diamondbacks were down 2-1 in the sixth inning when Geraldo Perdomo came up after a Nathaniel Lowe error and hammered a home run, his fourth of the year. And the Diamondbacks had
we're about to get going in a minute here.
It's that man again, Noel Marte. His third homer in 3 games in this series. That one off Zach Gallen tied it at 3. But Gabriel Moreno led off the 8th inning, the most consistent hitter on this trip. Goes the other way. Gabby's 6th, and that's the difference in the game right now, 4-3 Diamondbacks.
He just gets enough of this. I mean, just over the glove of Marte there into the seats. That was big for the Diamondbacks.
Reds had a big threat in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Kevin Ginkel, 2 on, 1 out, struck out Gino Suarez and Marte to strand 2 runners and preserve that 1-run lead. And that's when the tarp came on, the skies opened up, a dangerous thunderstorm blew through here. And now we're just about set to go. Chris Paddock is coming on from the Reds bullpen, and he will start the top of the 9th inning. Diamondbacks will have James Groover, Jorge Barosa, and Ketel Marte due up in the top half of the 9th inning, trying to hang on to this 4-3 lead and get a series victory in Cincinnati before we fly back home tonight and welcome the Angels into Chase Field for 3 starting tomorrow night. So here is Chris Paddock, who started this year with the Marlins.
Great American Ballpark, really cleared out.
May 10th, signed to the Cincinnati
Chris Paddock,
roster
11 games this year, 0-7 record, ERA at 7.17 in 47.2 innings pitched with 37 strikeouts. Started the year in Miami and was cut loose in the middle of May.
Hard over the top delivery. That his ball is very, very straight. I think if you get a good pitch to hit here, you can do a little damage.
Pitched 158 innings last season, Chris Paddock, between Minnesota and Detroit. Wound up with the Marlins this spring. They designated him for assignment, let him go, and the Reds signed him to a major league deal last month. So James
Spencer now playing at first.
Spencer Steer, who came in to run for Nathaniel Lowe in the bottom half of the 8th inning, takes over at first base in the top of the 9th.
Leading off in the 9th for the Diamondbacks is James Groover.
Diamondbacks with a 4-3 lead, and we
Groover 0-for-3, 2 strikeouts and a groundout.
There is activity, of course, in the Diamondback bullpen. So Ryan Thompson working his way back down there now. We imagine that somewhere back there, Paul Sewald's getting loose. Lance Barksdale, the crew chief, is the third base umpire. And there's Dexter Kelly, the plate umpire, as Paddock continues his warm-ups. He's been warming up in the Reds bullpen for a bit here.
There's some water out on the warning track.
This field took a tremendous amount of water, and they're still trying to stop it out.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy out there. It could get a little bit dangerous. Hopefully no balls get hit out that way.
Everybody that can grab a shovel is getting involved here to try and clean off that warning track. That's out there in straightaway center field. And there's J.J. Bleday with a giant
Chris Paddock.
In fact, a small pond behind him on the warning track and left.
We'll get more
so anything hit to the wall
time
could
to
be
warm up.
For these outfielders.
It could be. Not the safest thing when you know there's water back there.
There's a small moat behind J.J. Bleday. They're still trying to fill a hole out there in center behind Blake Dunn. Right field looks okay.
There's no alligators.
Direct TV at NBC
just come
at
the
part of the world where I am.
I don't think there's any gators in the Ohio River.
Their contract expired, so
of course,
just going on to Channel 4 is just
trying to find the drain. We marked it here somewhere.
It's just a statement saying our contract with station's owner has recently expired. So,
get some of that water.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to watch Rangers Red Sox on the TV like I normally would.
It'll be a little easier to find these drains.
Let's see what's going on in the World Cup.
Well, they know what they're doing.
Okay, Netherlands and Japan still on.
Hopefully it soaks it all up and then rake it out. But there's an awful lot of water.
1-0. Wow, Netherlands scored.
They're still getting some ground crew members out there to address this as Paddock looks like he's ready to go. He's
Cubs Giants.
Rovers in the on-deck circle set to go.
4-0 Giants on top of the 8th. Logan Webb pitching to
Jim. If you come up with anything.
Anything on CBS?
mucky it is back there.
Oh,
That's
golf.
right behind J.J. Bleday, the left
Who's
fielder.
winning in that? Calling? Oh, he's at 4 strokes.
Interesting technique.
Ooh, well, this is going to be a while.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. And it doesn't look like they're going to let the game continue or get underway until Lance Barksdale's walking way out there to have a look at this. The crew chief, the third base on.
They're out left center field. They're out center field. Like you said, it took a bunch of water here.
There's a ton of water.
It came down hard.
Yeah, we were told it was coming, and we almost made it. As soon as the bottom of the 8th inning ended, they ran the tarp out there, and they did it, I'll give them credit, just in time. Because about 3 minutes after the tarp went on, the skies absolutely opened up. As happens here in Ohio in the middle of June. Lance Barksdale is all the way out there now with J.J. Bleday in left field, the crew chief, third base umpire. And he's going to personally oversee what's going on out there.
Explanation from Dexter Kelly and
sure
Torey
he double
Lovolo.
checks. He doesn't want to get any of his players hurt. And neither does Tito Francona.
There's Lance Barksdale talking with J.J. Bleday.
All right, well, they finished up whatever they were doing in center field. That's a look at what's happening right now in right field. They've got somebody out there near Noelvi Marte. But the main problem seems to be right behind Bleday in left.
Yeah, and even though there's no standing water there, I mean, it's still, anyone
That's
has
still
to go
really
back there,
dangerous.
it's still going to get
really
sloppy.
big potential.
Yeah, you're
Still going to lose your footing.
I mean, that's just a giant mud hole right now. Most of the water is gone. About 5 minutes ago, there was a small moat behind him. But you can see how mucky that is. I mean, if he has to go back on a ball in that, he's going to slip and fall or get stuck in the mud. All right, let's check in with our intrepid mud reporter, Jody Jackson. Jody, where are you?
Yeah, I'm just over here by the dugout. I talked to Torey Lovolo. Again, the officials are keeping him up to date. Torey was just concerned, though, with the holes that are going to be out there potentially and the use of, like, hey, why don't we just dump some diamond dust on that? And so I think they are going to maybe do a little bit of that. But, again, the concern is safety, however long that takes. So that was what Torey Lovolo just kind of updated me with, is like, let's make sure there are no divots out there. Let's make sure it's dry. And then as far as the players, guys, it was a pretty brief stop down. So the guys were able to take some swings in the cage and ready to go.
Yeah, that's about as good as they're going to do. Remember the nightmare of Gabriel Moreno's broken hand suffered here last summer when we were playing in an absolute monsoon for some reason. But they all seem satisfied with the conditions behind J.J. Bleday on that left field.
All right, here we go.
So here's LeJames
Chris Paddock facing LeJames Groover. And Groover takes a strike. Curveball on the outside edge for strike one.
Gino 0 for 3 so far, the first base.
Yeah, you got a one-run lead right now. They try to extend this. Just another extra run would do wonders.
Well, we know Paddock's had his
one is
struggles.
down and away, and the count's evened up at one apiece.
Well, I would say if you're going to hit it anywhere right now, hit it deep to left field.
Get it in a warning track somewhere. The infield looks great.
Yeah, it does. It really does. This is standard procedure here.
1-1 offering. Downstairs. 2 balls and a strike on Groover.
Never fails.
Down to the final
Paddock
inning
is
of the
missing
final
low.
game of the last road trip. 2 balls and a strike on James Groover. Diamondbacks have out-hit, or been out-hit, I should say, 8-6, but they lead it 4-3.
Down in the dirt, ball 3.
This is 3-1. Jorge Barosa, who took over as a defensive replacement in the 8th inning, and center is the on-deck hitter. Paddock and Tommy Troy's spot.
Here's Jorge Barosa, who's going to pinch hit for Tommy Troy. There's a strike from Paddock. Full count on Groover.
Good pitch to hit there. Groover likes hitting that ball out over the plate. He likes going the other way.
Full count delivery from Paddock to Groover. Foul off. We'll do it again.
He goes old school here. Remember when he first came up with San Diego, it looked like he was going to be the front of rotation guy for years, but he's just had so many injuries.
There's the big Texan coming in with the cowboy hat and the cowboy boots.
That's right. He used to make a whole show of it.
Yeah.
Full count again. Outside ball for Lou James. Groover's got a leadoff walk to start the top of the ninth after the rain delay.
Great at bat. Not over.
And as I say for pitchers, leadoff walks, never good. Here's Jorge
It's got to be hard
Barossa.
after a downtime of, roughly an hour. You don't have official time yet, but to sort of kick it back into that competitive gear.
Barossa pinch hitting for Tommy Troy.
1:12 is the
Playing at
official
center.
play time. Stewart halfway in at third.
And
See
the
if Jorge
lefty
wants to bunt, squares up.
is going to try
takes a
and
strike.
bunt and
Jabbed at that one.
take strike one.
If you're going to lay one down to sacrifice, you got to get the bat out in front, even with the plate. But that time, he just kind of jabbed at the ball. It's very difficult to bunt that way.
Sal Stewart's in as well as Spencer holding Groover.
Here
One
comes
off
Stewart
right.
again, halfway in.
Barossa
Jorge
trying to
back
bunt.
takes a ball.
Paddock misses down and in.
Sal
Counts
Stewart
evened up one apiece.
almost in front of the pitcher's mound by the time Paddock delivered that one.
Your angle of bunting, when you're just trying to bunt for a sacrifice with the guy at first, is really trying to make the first baseman field it, or even better yet, the pitcher on the first base side.
1-1.
Halfway in again.
Barossa gets the
bunts
bunt
it
down,
foul.
but he pops it foul.
Not a real good attempt right there either. A little bit of a jab.
Well, Jorge is part of Jeff Bannister's bunting group that practices this kind of thing at least once a homestand or road trip.
So you can get up there and knock a hit now.
Stewart's going to hang back now with two
Payoff
strikes.
pitch from Paddock to
Slowly
Barossa.
creeping in.
Long way.
And Jorge
Outside, and the
squares,
count's
goes
evened
back
up.
and it's ball
2-2.
That change it for Paddock sails away. Diamondbacks 4 runs, 6 hits. Reds 3 runs, 8 hits. Each team has left 6 runners on base.
2-2. Here comes Stewart. Barossa gets it down. First base side right to Paddock. Underhand flip to first for the first out, but it moves Groover into scoring position.
That is a perfect bunt right there. Just to the right side, the first base side, and making the pitcher field the ball. And that is an easy sacrifice when you can do that.
And here's where the real benefit comes in. You have Groover at second base, 1 out for Ketel Marte, who has walked and singled today.
Here's Ketel as the top of the order is up for the Diamondbacks.
Looking for a
The
pad
DH
run
is
here,
1 for
1 out
3
in the
with a
ninth.
single and a walk. That's down.
And
Ball
Paddock
1.
fires a changeup for ball 1. Remember when he first came up, that was his big pitch, the changeup.
Yeah, when you saw this big guy, big strong guy out there, he's throwing changeups.
1-0 pitch. Look at second. Hard hit ball,
Smokes it
foul.
over the head of Dave McKay at first. That's the cut fastball.
Good time to get a hit with runner in scoring position.
It's been a good trip for Ketel. Doubled and scored Friday in the opener. Singled twice and walked yesterday.
One
He's walked
delivered.
and singled today.
Throw to second, and Groover slides in safely.
Alex McKay, the second base umpire, says safe as Matt McClain snuck in from shortstop. That was close.
Yeah, timing play all the way. Watch the catcher, puts his
Ooh,
glove down,
Matt
boom, to
came
throw.
in, nearly picked him off.
Just gets back in. That was
But
well
Groover
executed
just
by the
slides in
Reds.
safe.
Nearly had him. Ball in a
1-1.
strike.
Downstairs, and Ketel's ahead. 2-1. Change him.
2-1. Paddock nibbling a bit right here.
He's got an open base.
Corbin Carroll on deck.
Yeah, you're in the right part of our order. Marte, Carroll, Moreno.
No wind at all right now. It's
2-1
dead
offering.
still.
Swing and a miss and a changeup low. Ketel chases for strike 2.
It's 2-2. He bit on that one.
He's mad at himself, too.
Change up and a fastball count.
He knows he chased that. Don't hurt yourself, hit yourself.
2-2 on Ketel
Payoff pitch
Marte.
from Paddock
James Groover at second.
to Ketel.
Back underway after an hour and 12-minute rain delay.
Up the middle, base hit to left center. Here comes Groover. He'll score, and Ketel's got an RBI single. It's 5-3 Diamondbacks in the 9.
Just quality hitting. After all the off-speed pitches, the change-ups, the cutters. He got a fastball, and he just got enough of it just to drop it into short left center field. That's great hitting.
Marte aboard for the third time. Now a chance for Corbin.
Make that leadoff walk really hurt.
Here's Corbin Carroll.
He's 0 for 3.
Carroll takes a curveball up and in. Ball 1.
So Groover, the leadoff walk. Jorge Barroso, the sacrifice bunt, moved him along. Ketel Marte delivers the run. Still just 1 out.
Basic baseball.
Right? Get him on, get him over, get him in.
1-0. Carroll ropes one, caught by Arroyo. What a catch by the rookie to rob Corbin Carroll of a hit for the second out of the inning.
Well, hit him well. Change him just a little bit out front of it. Got the end of the bat, but thought it might have enough to get it into right field, but not quite.
Edwin Arroyo, the rookie, makes a nice play. Marte hustles back to the bag. Now here's Gabby, whose home run to lead off the 8th gave the Diamondbacks that 4-3
Here's
lead.
Gabby.
He's
Got that solo homer in before the rain in the 8th. Hits one high and foul right side.
I'd like to see him send one back to the warning track somewhere.
Gabby last 6 games. 7 counting today. He's got 2 doubles, 3 homers. He's drawn 5 walks. A consistent presence in this lineup.
0-1. Gabby the other way. Shallow fly ball to right. Noelvi doesn't have to move to make the catch. That'll end the inning, but the Diamondbacks get another run thanks to an RBI single from Ketel. 5-3 Diamondbacks heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Back with you from Great American.
Paul Sewald's out to close this one for the Diamondbacks. 5-3 here in the bottom of the ninth. Sewald's been amazing. 28 games this year. 2-4 record for Sewald. 16 saves and 17 opportunities with a 3.20 ERA and 25.1 innings pitched. He also has 28 strikeouts to 6 walks. And
It's a sure thing right now. 16 out of 17.
Okay.
Against the lower third of the Cincinnati lineup, Matt McClain, Jose Trevino, and the
bottom of the Reds order is up. Jesus Christ.
And it started for the Reds.
Here's Matt McClain. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the second.
Yeah, the nice thing is right now you got a 2-run cushion. You just want to get outs.
McClain takes a fastball up and in for ball 1.
Of course, with Paul, it's 2 pitches, that 4-seam fastball and the sweeper.
Upstairs, fastball. 2-0 on McClain.
That one, and it's 2-0. Just saw what happens when you lock the leadoff man in the 9th inning.
That's why it's awful nice just to have that second run, that second insurance run.
And another fastball up. It's 3-0 on McClain.
Fastball candy, and it's 3-0 on McClain, who's got good speed on the bases. Everything is up high.
You've got to make an
Sewald's
adjustment
missed
now.
high all 3
That ball on the
times.
plate, he's taken for sure.
Got to find something here. Inside ball 4. Leadoff walk draw by Matt McClain. And the tying run's already coming to the plate.
That was a bad miss right there.
And as I say for pitchers, leadoff walks. Never good. Here's Will Benson. He'll pinch hit.
Spot comes up. Here comes Will Benson, who represents the tying run at the plate with no outs. Left-hand batter, 189 and 3 homers in 50 games this year.
We know he's got pop, though. We've seen him in the past.
That's what Tito's thinking.
Benson takes a strike on the outside edge, a sweeper.
Benson has hit barely anything since the first week of May. He has really scuffled. 2 extra base hits and 2 RBIs in his last 25 games.
Go to first.
And make sure
Sliding in safe is McClain. Big double play candidate here is Will
Another
Benson.
double play. Can we do that?
They've turned 3 today.
Oh, 0-1. Benson hammers it foul, and he's in an 0-2 hole.
Couple of fastballs now, and Paul right away is ahead 0-2. And Arroyo, the rookie, in the on-deck circle.
Big just to get this first out.
Groover holding McClain at first. 0-2 is a foul ball left side. Benson choosing the battle here.
Cincinnati has already lost 4 consecutive series. Reds, like the Diamondbacks, have dropped 11 of their last 15.
0-2. High drive right field! Toward the corner! And foul!
That ball got in on his hands just enough. Didn't really get it really well, but it left the bat. It looked like it was going places.
To keep those hands inside the ball, but just hooked it.
Just missed it.
Foul. A terrific catch out there.
Right. Yeah.
It was worth hanging in for that rain delay.
0-2 again.
Another 0-2.
Down. Ball one, sweeper.
Just that sweeper.
Good effective pitch.
9 pitches for Paul so far, but more balls than strikes.
One, two. Swing and a foul in the glove. He struck him out. Sweeper downstairs that Benson tipped,
Nice pitch.
and Gabby was able to hang on for the first out of the inning.
Right there. Nice play catch by Gabby. Benson looks back. Might have foul tipped that maybe.
Yep.
He did.
Able to hang on.
Game-ending double play ball in effect for the Diamondbacks.
That's 9th.
Here's the rookie, Edwin Arroyo, playing at second out of the 9 spot.
Grass at third.
And Arroyo swings and fouls a sweeper into the glove for strike one.
He's got the sweeper working now. Now it looks good.
Arroyo 0 for 3. He reached on an error. Behind 0-1 here. Gabby sets up high. And Arroyo has it in on the hands. Popped up. Shallow left field. Arenado has it for the second out of the inning. And the Reds are down to their final out as McLean retreats to first.
This game preview brought to you by Talking Stick Resort. Joni Jackson standing by. We'll check in with Tour the Bello after the game. Candy and I will have a full highlight recap for you. All coming up next. Last man standing for the Reds, Blake Dunn, the center fielder. Who is
Last chance for the Reds is Blake Dunn, the leadoff batter.
Hit into a double play.
Dunn's 0 for
I
4.
think he's going to get a bunch of sweepers here.
Seawald throws a fastball that catches the top corner, or maybe it didn't. Blake Dunn's challenging. It's close. It's ball one, just above the zone. Half an inch up.
The count, it's 1-0. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Argus up the middle at second.
1-0. Up and in, 2-0.
We're really trying to work him in with these fastballs. It's 2-0.
Yeah, J.J. Bleday on deck, and that's a guy you don't want to face right now.
He's already homered once today, Bleday. Back in the first against Gallen, his 12th of the year. Now the 2-0.
2-0. There's a strike. The sweeper sweeps in. Seawald notches one back in the count.
I agree.
2-1 on Dunn.
Yeah, little sweeper. I think once he gets a release point with that, a feel for that, he can just start it right at the right-handers.
Arenado in as well as Groover, holding McLean at first still. 2-1 is down. Ball 3 on Dunn.
Radio, the Cowboy has told us that a lot of pitchers feel uncomfortable on this mound because you've got the river behind you and the Cincinnati skyline facing you. And for whatever reason, that seems to bother some pitchers on this mound in this ballpark.
3-1 pitch. Dunn deep to left field. It's going to be hanging up and an easy play out in left to end the game. Diamondbacks win 5-3 over the Reds. With a little bit of a slip out there and left from Jordan Lawler. That's all from Cincinnati. Diamondbacks win 5-3. Gabby a go-ahead homer in the 8th before the rain, and then after the rain, an RBI single for Ketel. 5-3 Diamondbacks over the Reds here today. Thank y'all for watching. See you later. RBI.